super interested in this one because I see these. I see real estate content AI all over my Instagram.
Yeah, it's
So
good
you know that they know how to market because I'm seeing I'm
because they're
seeing them.
retargeting you.
It's retargeting me.
That's so good. That's because Kyle and Mark do a great job. That's why. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Tristan? Good to see you, Nick.
I love
Glad to
the
know,
name real estate content AI. Just rolls off the tongue.
right? It's if anybody's doubting that we know what we're talking about when it comes to social media and SEO, you're getting retargeted, and the name of my company is also the name of my website, so our SEO numbers are killer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice. Every time, Kyle, I showcase real estate content AI, I usually save it for the
Sorry,
end of
real estate content dot AI. Our bad.
Yep.
good point. Anytime I showcase your tech, software, whatever you want to call it, it's the one I close out with because it puts everything together and does such a magical job. So I don't know where you want to start with this, Kyle. Besides, Kyle was a professional race car driver, and then he switched
What?
over to doing this.
Totally
Uh,
see the correlation of real
there
estate
you
and
go.
racing cars.
So we're
Yeah, if
That's
you guys
super
ever
cool.
you ever see race cars and they're covered in stickers, we know a little bit of things about marketing and activation. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
bringing
yeah. I
all
love
those.
it.
Yeah. Awesome.
So tell us about your fast life. No, I'm kidding. Let's talk about yeah, show us how this works. I want to see.
Absolutely. So we're going to jump right in. We're going to get to the meat and potatoes of this because I know we've already seen some really amazing softwares, tech, and everything that Tristan and Nick have been able to bring you guys today. Tristan says we're the showstopper. We're right in the middle of the day. So I know if you guys are getting that lunch feeling, you're getting a little groggy, this is going to wake you up. So what's the goal here? Realestatecontent.ai is a specialist. We're not here to be your CRM, to do your emails, to do your closings. We're here to be a specialist at creating content that is going to give you a presence on social media. We take people from not being on social media because you're not tech savvy or you don't have the time to being on social media effectively. If you are already on social media, we make you better. So wherever you fall on your social media spectrum, if you're the kind of person that's hiring a team to do it, if you have an assistant running it, this is going to make everybody more efficient and more effective. If you're not on social media, you keep pushing it off because it's too busy, you don't want to learn it. Now you're on social media and you don't have to learn what works on Facebook, what works on Instagram, what works on LinkedIn and all these different platforms. Realestatecontent.ai is already an expert. So what I'm going to do is just show you straight up how we're going to build effective lead generation strategies on social media. We're going to do this with a combination of AI and what you're probably already posting on social media right now. So what you guys are seeing on your screen is the realestatecontent.ai dashboard. This is an integrated social media calendar. Now, I'm really big on social media calendars in general. Nick, you guys talked about racing. When we were scaling sponsorships and racing through social media, we had an intricate calendar for every single partner on when to post, what to post, how to do it. We brought those practices into real estate, saw fantastic results. Our friends in real estate were doing these same practices, but it's a dated way to do it. If you're using a whiteboard, if you're just scheduling it out, you got post-it notes, you got reminders on your phone, we want to bring this into the future. We want to take some Silicon Valley sizzle, some AI, and put that tech into your pocket because AI is uniquely formulated to accomplish this very specific task. Social media is not a want to have, it's a need to have. Your customers are on social media, whether they are upsizers and downsizers or first-time home buyers, they are on social media. So we need to figure out how we can effectively communicate with them and position yourself as a subject matter expert without being on camera all the time, hiring expensive teams, or spending the time to do it yourself. So what you guys are seeing is this calendar right here. This is my entire January 2025 social media calendar. I'm posting 6 days a week. So my first big note for you guys right here, what is the optimum amount of posts per week? Now, my main answer is it's the amount of posts that you can effectively do for the rest of your career. Okay, so if that's 3 posts, and you can do 3 posts every single week for the rest of your career, do that. but you want to be at least 3. My magic number is between 3 and 7 posts per week is really where the sweet spot is for social media. Now, if you're already posting twice a week, so this is what my calendar has. I have non-AI posts in this calendar. So these posts right here had nothing to do with AI. I filmed these videos, I made these graphics, and they're posting directly to all of my social media accounts. This took me from posting twice a week, and then with about 20 minutes of AI stuff, now I'm posting 6 times a week. I have videos that AI has created that don't require me to be on calendar. It doesn't or on camera. It doesn't require me to learn editing. It's also posted my listings for me. So I can paste a listing link in here from a website, from your IDX feed or KV Core or anything, and it will create these graphics for you like you were a pro on Canva, like you had a designer. But most importantly, this calendar is connected to my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, all of my different social media content. So it can post for me. If I have a post all the way down here on the 31st of January, scheduled to go out at noon, it's going to do that for me automatically. Guys, this is designed to take social media from being a daily task to a once a month task. I want you guys to go in here and sit down one day a week, one day a month, knock out this entire month of social media so that you can spend time in person doing high value tasks. So I'm going to click in here to February, and we're going to show just how quickly you can create a social media strategy that is effective. And I'm going to give you guys a couple notes and tidbits about what you should be posting in 2025 with all the new rules and algorithms as a real estate professional to do this effectively. So first thing I'm going to do is I want AI to think of what to post for me. So if I click on suggest topic right here, it's going to come up, realestatecontent.ai is going to come up with all these different social media topics, and it magically knows who my customers are, where they live, and what their pain points are. So if I see right here, best practices for downsizing your home in Plano, anybody in here from Texas, you'll know Plano, it knows that my customers live there and that it's a good location for retirees that are looking to downsize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on generate. I have this loaded in for all my Mondays in February. I'm going to post on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm going to click generate. Now what this is doing is, I love that. That's the sizzle, right, Tristan? You've seen this before.
Whoa.
You load in a topic, all of these posts are unique. So even though I used one topic, it's creating social media content based on that topic, those customers, that location, and all of those posts are unique to you. It's another big rule I have for social media. Guys, we have to be posting content that is unique to you and only you. No more downloading posts, no more using content banks. If you're posting on social media, you have to use content that's never been used by anybody ever before. That's where AI comes in. It's because this platform knows who I am. So you guys were wondering, how did it come up with those topics? How did it know my location? How did it know who my customers were? Well, realestatecontent.ai is already an expert, already knows social media, already knows the do's and don'ts. It already knows real estate, but it doesn't know who you are yet. So I answered 5 quick questions about me. I only have to do this once. I gave it my name. I gave it the area that I'm working in. So I'm working in Dallas, Texas, all these different areas in Dallas. That's how it knew that area. I said I'm working with first-time homebuyers, upsizers, downsizers, and investors. It already knows first-time homebuyers are typically young professionals, upsizers are typically growing families, downsizers are typically retirees, and investors are typically high-net-income individuals like doctors, lawyers, and business owners. It already knows that. So given that it knows that, how is it playing into social media? How can we leverage that audience? Guys, in 2025, if you're a real estate professional, if you're a mortgage broker, loan officer, real estate agent, team owner, anything in real estate, it is your goal to be a subject matter expert. So when we look at the kind of content that this is creating for us, number one, this is a carousel style format. Again, this is going to work on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, all of your different social media accounts. Nick's already shaking his head. Yes, we know the power of this kind of format.
How does it work? Does it work in Europe? Does it work in Canada? Does it work in other countries?
Absolutely. It works
So
all
you want to hear something cool? The reason I'm shaking my head on carousels, Instagram has this newer feature where, you know, if you're scrolling through Instagram and you see a carousel, but you don't swipe, you might see that post again later on, but it has moved to the second photo. If you don't swipe again, the next time you see it, it's moved to the third photo. So Instagram's giving you 3 to 4 opportunities to get more engagement by automatically moving your carousel for the user so they can engage more. So carousels are the way to go because Instagram is helping you swipe through those photos and giving you multiple times for engagement.
Exactly. I love to show real life examples, and I usually pull this example. This is somebody who's using real estate content.ai so you guys can see it. So carousel style posts, if you guys aren't familiar with that format, like Nick said, extremely effective right now. They're actually engaging higher than video content. You don't just have to post videos to be effective on Instagram and Facebook anymore. These carousels, as I'm swiping, all of these pictures are in one post. So when I go back to my realestatecontent.ai account and I see what it's created, it's the same style. It's an informational style carousel. It's going to post all of this informational, hyper local targeted content. That's a really key word right there. We talk about hyper local stuff. That means when I tell it I service areas in and around Dallas, Texas, such as Uptown, Plano, Deep Ellum, McKinney, it's creating content around those areas. If you guys are in Sacramento, if you're in Miami, if you're in Toronto, if you're in Portugal, it's going to know your area. It knows what neighborhoods and what spots in that area are perfectly suited for which kind of buyer and which kinds of seller. Realestatecontent.ai is already a social media real estate expert. It's already pre-coded and pre-prompted and ready to go. Now, just in that amount of time, if you guys are watching my screen, just in that little 5 minutes or so that Nick and Tristan and everybody were talking, I created all my posts for February. I have all my Monday posts, my Wednesday posts, and my Friday posts in, what was that, Nick? 5 minutes or so that we were talking? This is already done. This is already done. If I click into these posts, I can see what they look like. These are all unique to me. You can have 1 million people on realestatecontent.ai. Your posts will be unique to you. Nobody else is going to have these. It helps you stand out in a crowded market. How many of you guys are Canva users? I want to know in the chat because I'm going to be posting some stuff in the chat too. If you guys are, Nick's a Canva user, Tristan's a Canva user. Got a lot of people in the comments, a lot of hand raises. I love Canva. Canva's pretty much built into this. So I'm going to show you guys an example. If I click on edit template here, it's going to open up an editor that looks, what does this remind you of? Looks just like Canva, doesn't it? This is all pre-built in. I can change whatever this says. I can change the font style. I can adjust the size, indentation. I can change the size of these boxes. I never have to leave realestatecontent.ai. I don't have to bounce back and forth from Canva. It's already got my headshot. If you guys are in California, you need your DRE numbers on all your posts. It's got my DRE number right there. You can change this to a call to action. You can add your logos. Guys, if you are a team, you want all of your team members to have your logo on all their posts, it's going to do that for you. And it's all pre-built in. What else? If you guys notice, all my posts follow the same branding. So I'll go back to my example here. I think this agent does a fantastic job on social media. All of her posts follow this same kind of color scheme. It's really important to help you look professional. If I bounce back in here, it's all following the same style of color because I went in here and I added my brand colors right down here at the bottom. We have a bunch of brand colors pre-built in. If you guys are with EXP, if you're with Keller Williams, Compass, Century, if you're with any of the major teams, we already have your colors pre-built in. But you can also go in here, add your hex codes. If you guys are the Canvas savvy people, you love your brand, you can add your colors in here and realestatecontent.ai is going to use it automatically. Now, there's one thing that I'm really excited to show you guys because this is always our knock 'em down feature. Tristan knows it. This is the bring the house down. How do we get our listing posts on social media using AI? What are we going to do here? So if I want my listing post, just listed, just sold, open house, realestatecontent.ai is going to take the link to your listing and it's going to create a social media post that is optimized for you right out of the gate. So all I have to do is I click on property listing post, you paste your link in here. You can use KV Core, your IDX feed, homes.com, realtor.com, whatever you want, paste it in here, and it's going to create a social media post with a graphic. It's going to make this graphic for you, and it's going to post with an optimized caption. And the best part, I know my social media experts in the chat are already asking these questions. Where's your call to action? It's got hashtags pre-built in. It's got call to actions built in on every single post. So you're always going to have something in that caption that's designed to get people to comment, designed to get people to engage. The goal of this social media post is to educate people, position you as a subject matter expert, and to allow people to engage with your content. So that means getting people to comment, getting people to message you, starting those conversations, because conversations create conversions. You can do some really cool stuff like, what are the top neighborhoods in Uptown Dallas for families looking to upsize? It's going to know your neighborhoods. That's already pre-built in. The other cool thing, this is brand new. Tristan's already seen this. It can generate with web search. So how many of you guys already asked a question earlier? How many of you guys are using Canva? I know a lot of you guys are using Canva. If you guys are using ChatGPT, let me know in the chat if you guys are using ChatGPT. What's one of the main limitations with ChatGPT, other than you have to know how to use it, which this does not require any AI knowledge to use? ChatGPT is only updated to April of 2023. Can't do current events, can't do market data, it doesn't know what's going on. If I click
Unless
generate, yeah,
unless
go
you
ahead.
pay unless you pay for it.
Right. So Nick, so this has already got web search pre-built in. So if I type in a topic like, hey, what's going on in my neighborhood coming up this weekend? Say I'm in LA, the Sticks are playing in LA this weekend. I want to make a post about it. This will search the internet and give you current events. It's going to tell you which website it's searched to find those events, and then it's going to create a post out of it. So this can do everything current and in the future. So if you've got stuff going on this weekend, it's going to do that. This says discover cool weekend fun activities in Dallas for homeowners in for new homeowners in their 20s. It's a great way to activate with specific kinds of
Dude,
target markets.
that is
Pretty cool,
awesome.
huh?
That is very cool.
I like it because
Very.
it doesn't look like AI. You know, like AI has that weird that look, to images and stuff. Where's it pulling the images from? Because the images are not AI images. You know what I mean? They're not, maybe they are, but they don't look it.
Yeah, so these are photorealistic. So these are based on real life images. So what we did was
Okay.
we have a bunch of licensed images that we put into our database, and then we had AI create a replica of it and then different versions of it. So that way,
Okay.
we can go pull images from specific locations. So like Twin Cities, Minneapolis, stuff like that, New York. Add real life images, and then AI can create a photorealistic replica. So that way, if you type in your location, it will have photorealistic images specific to your location. Now, we have a lot of users, and I always say this is a great way to do it. If you want to upload your own photos and have AI use that for you instead, all you do is you go into your account, click on your backgrounds, and you can upload all the photos that you have. If you have a lot of listing photos, if you're a photographer in your free time and you want it to use your photos automatically and then create these graphics on top of it, you can see here, I have a bunch of graphics preloaded in of my area. So I can change up the look and feel of these posts, and now it has photos that are unique to me. If you upload your own photos, nobody else is going to have access to them. They're unique to your account, and they preload for everything. So it's all designed to be very, very quick, very easy to use. If you're not a Canva whiz, this is super easy. It doesn't require any editing experience. If you want to be posting video, this will do your video for you. It doesn't require you to be on camera. It doesn't require you to memorize scripts. It doesn't require you to know any editing. So now you can start posting video on your accounts without knowing any of those video prerequisites that you would have to know beforehand. So you can start posting video, start posting those carousels that Nick and I like so much, and your listings. But I really, Nick and Tristan, I want you guys to weigh in on this. I think the biggest advantage of this platform is the fact that it's going to take social media from a everyday task to a once a month task.
Well, dude, I think you haven't even shown the create property list post. Can you show that?
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is if I want to create that
Grab a
property
random
list,
list. Grab a random list. Let somebody give you one. How's that? All right.
yeah, you guys shoot in a link. I've got a link right here. We'll just use that, and we got so many comments. So let's say I'm going to pull something up here. I'm going to use this as an example just because I know Zillow is a big point of contention. I want to explain how this works. So if I pull a Zillow listing,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want this to link back to Zillow, right? I don't want to give Zillow any kind of credit right there. I can use this on my IDX feed. I can do this on homes.com, realtor.ca, anything, or realtor.com, anything like that. You paste your link in here, you click create post, and now it's going to go grab all those photos, the address, the price, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, listing description, all of that information. And then it's going to create the graphic for you so that it can turn all that information into an optimized social media post. What it's not doing is copy and pasting your listing description as your caption. It's actually taking all of that data and saying, okay, this is the data that we have to work with. We have the listing description, all the information about this post. And now we're going to use that data and create an optimized social media caption with hashtags, with a call to action. And that can post directly to all of your different accounts. So your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, X, all of those different accounts. And then this is the post that it will spit out for you. So here's your listing. Here's the graphic that it's created. If you want to change this to a just sold, here's what I do. Now it's a just sold, just like that. You can tweak the caption if you want to. If you want to make this an open house, change this to open house, just like that. Okay, so you got, if you guys are listing agents, if you've got a bunch of listings that you need to post, this is a great way to post as many listings as possible. There's no limit to how much you can post with this. If I want to post 5 times a day, you can totally do that. If you want to post 20 listings a week, you can do that. There's absolutely no limit to how much content this thing will create for you. And then it also has your personal branding with your colors and your headshot and all the fun stuff like that.
I like that, man. I like that.
I like that it's I like that it's exclusive to you. A lot of these content providers, have just recycled the content, and every agent gets the same thing, and you see the same thing on like multiple agents' pages. And because it's AI, it generally doesn't generate the same thing more than once.
Exactly. Exactly. I really preach that whether you're using AI or not, you need to have content that is unique to you. Think about how crowded of a market we are in. Most buyers and sellers just assume that every real estate agent is the same thing. There's nothing that differentiates you. So you need to find a way to set yourself apart as a subject matter expert. I can't stress that enough. When we create social media content, we're not out here trying to be influencers. We're not trying to be the most popular person. We're trying to be subject matter experts. So the content that this is going to create for you, it's going to be targeted towards your customers. What are their pain points? What are they looking for? And it's going to create those informational graphics that help answer their questions. And when you do that, you become the firsthand source. You're the person answering their questions. You're the person they trust. And this is the most expensive transaction anybody will ever make in their life. I want to go with the guy that I trust. I want to go with the man or woman that I trust the most, who is the expert in their field. And I want your social media content to reflect that.
Does it post to your Instagram, LinkedIn, X? Where does it post on Facebook?
So it's going to go to your business pages. So same
Okay.
thing. So it's your Facebook business page, Instagram business page, LinkedIn, so forth.
If you don't have a business Instagram, you need to change it. It's super easy. Just go into settings.
Yeah.
It's
So
not. You just get a lot more analytics and data on the people that you're reaching. So go and
here's a
do
real
that for sure.
Yeah, really cool thing about that in particular is a lot of people don't know, if you have an Instagram that is not a business Instagram, say it's the Instagram that you've had for 10 years, and you go into your settings, like you said, and you click business Instagram, you're not going to lose everything that you had before. You won't even be able to notice a difference on your profile. It's just going to make it a business Instagram. You can still do everything that you did before, but now it works with this software.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we do have, through our webinar, we do a lot of webinars through Labcoat. We have an awesome community with you guys, and we love to give you guys special exclusive deals. So we give you guys absolutely the best deal, hands down, in order to get this into your hands for 2025. So Irma, if you guys have already seen it in the chat, Irma is part of Real Estate Content.ai. She's just as much of an expert on social media and AI as I am. She does a fantastic job helping me out in the comments right now. She is going to post the link, and I'll help her out as well, that we're going to give you guys just for our awesome tech webinar today, to be able to get this for $300 off. So inside, Erica has been super helpful. So this is not $599 a month. This is $599 a year. So about $50 a month. So why is that? I know. So usually real estate content today, if you went to the normal website, it's $900 a year.
Yeah.
Labcoat friends get $300.
I mean, that's still a really good deal regardless, but
Yeah, I think when we were really pricing this out, we wanted to live in a very specific spot. we wanted this to be cheaper than hiring somebody. So if you're going to hire somebody that knew this much about social media, that was going to be able to post this much, you're talking $1,000, $500 a month. Okay, so this is already cheaper than that. If you don't have that, this is going to save you an immense amount of time. So think about the time value of money. If you were trying to do this on your own, how much time are you spending on social media? This is for $50 a month or so. You know, when you're paying this $5.99 price, how much time is that worth for you? This is going to save you 5-10 hours a month that you would have spent on social media, because it's going to be all taken care of for you, and it's going to post automatically. Just going to free up a
Well,
lot
another
of
thing that's super important is, agents are like, oh, I'm not getting any reach, blah, blah, blah. And that's because, most of them are just kind of posting off the cuff, like,
Mhm.
every other day, or like maybe once a week or whatever. Like you said, if you sit down like at the beginning of every month and just plan out your month, like post three times a week with reels and content in your feed, Instagram's going to notice that you're being consistent. And when people are consistent, they get special privileges. And the privileges are, their content gets pushed forward more.
Yep.
Instagram likes when you're constantly posting. So
Absolutely.
it's gonna take some time. Might take a couple months, but eventually you'll start getting those comments and likes that you want.
Post consistently. That's one of the biggest things that I can recommend. Tristan, I know you preach that as well.
Kyle, you're going to do a giveaway,
Yep.
right? What are you giving away? You got a minute. Tell me.
We are giving away a free year of realestatecontent.ai. So this is your discounted price. You guys do still get the discount. Couple of things about what we're giving away too. So we're actually giving away this exact package, which is if you use this discount, you get a 14-day money-back guarantee. Obviously, you get this for free if you win this giveaway. So that's different. But I am hosting setup calls this Friday morning and Friday afternoon. So if you guys saw how I set up my account and you want to know how to do the same thing, but you want a real person to walk you through it, I'm going to set this up with you. You get that if you use the discount code, and my special giveaway winner will also get that call with me to help set up your account, and you get a free year of realestatecontent.ai plus our support staff to help give you advice on all your social media.
Dude, this is rocking. All right, how the hell do we pick a winner? Because everyone wants this.
I know. Well, earlier I asked, I don't know if you guys want to ask the question, but there is a magic number range for how often you should post on social media. I mentioned this earlier. Right
All
there,
right,
we already got it.
who got it?
All
Let's
right.
scroll up. Damn it. Scrolling up. I already lost it.
I
Shoot.
think Todd was the first one.
Todd, hold on. Let me make sure. Todd Cutter, 3 to 7. Is that right?
That's correct.
Todd, you have lightning fingers. Your new name is Lightning Todd. Todd, give us
Yeah.
your email address. There it is. All right. So, Kyle, we're going to send that over to you. Case will send that over. Everyone, please go to Real Estate Content AI. Every time we showcase this, people fall in love with it. But more importantly, it's practical and you will use it for your business. It'll streamline so much for social media. Good job, Kyle. Great job on creating this.
Thank you guys so much. Again, if you're not lucky enough to be Todd, I can't wait to talk to you and get you set up. I did post the discount code in the chat. I recommend you guys click on that. Come back to this webinar because I know you guys got a lot of more great speakers and great tech to showcase. But because you'll lose that link, it's already getting buried in there. Make sure you guys click that link, save it in your browser for later so that you get that deal. You'll still get the 14-day money-back guarantee and you get the setup call with me. So I'd love to meet with you guys.
Thanks, buddy. Now